Yeah, so yesterday I did a video talking about this shit, man. This shit right here. This very shameful, man. Very shameful. I wish this shit never happened. And a lot of people, are out there taking sides and all this argument about whether or not Will Smith was justified in doing this. And let me tell you something, man. I work in a corporate company, and every year we have our award ceremony. And if if one of the executives at my company went up on stage and they say to me, "Hey, Andrew, nice GI Joe look there, man. See you in GI Joe 2." You think I could go up there, me, and slap an executive in the face and just walk off stage like nothing is, like I wouldn't lose my job, I wouldn't be arrested? Listen, we understand that some people can be mouthy, but we know this world, this real world we live in. You can, a lot of people, and it's kind of like Stone Cold Steve Austin in WWE wrestling. Like he's the kind of guy that came out and they had this gig where Stone Cold would kick the crap out of his boss, and everybody loves to see that. But most times, a lot of people, they can't say or do shit to their boss. And they dream of days that they could quit and say, take this job and shove it, and all this crap. But really and truly, some people have to bow, man, and take a lot of shit at work. These are things that normal, everyday people can't just go and do, and there's no consequences or very little consequences. From what I hear, is that Will Smith stepped down from the Academy board, or an Academy membership. He stepped down, and in kind of like catching a wave to not face certain type of punishment. I don't know what that's all about, but I guess they say the Academy is gonna let everybody know what's gonna happen in the next few days or whatever. But this shit here, man, is a shame, and I wish it never happened, man. These are our peeps. We grew up watching these guys, and yesterday, I was telling you guys, and nobody believed me, man. Nobody believed me when I said, Jada Pinkett, is not for Will Smith, man. He's not for Will Smith because, I'm gonna share something here, man. And this is a newscast just picking up here. Let me just get into it. I'll show you this, and I'll talk afterwards.
Even Will Smith has a jealous side. Who would have thunk it? The actor recently opened up that he had issues with his wife Jada's friendship with the late rapper Tupac Shakur. The two met in high school and were always just friends. But Smith says even in the same room, he could not bring himself to even speak to Shakur.
We had a little bit of a thing, right? Because they grew up together, and they loved each other, but they never had that. They never had a sexual relationship. But they had come into that age where now that was a possibility, and then Jada was with me. So Pac had a little thing on that, but she just loved him like he was the image of perfection. But she was with the Fresh Prince.
And then go from there. We're just gonna jump, into this here. This is like a post that Jada Pinkett made. Is sharing her letter that she got from Tupac, man. This is while she's married to this man Will Smith, man. And this is where this whole shit is stemming from. From even way back before all of this. Where the man, he just went into a situation where this girl, she doesn't love you. You know what I mean? She doesn't love you. So I'm gonna get into this thing here and show you guys this love letter or whatever you're posting up for the man's 50th dead birthday.
As we prepare to celebrate his legacy, let's remember him for that which we loved most, his way with words.
Here are a few you may have never heard before. She goes on to share a handwritten poem that the late rapper, who died in 1996, had shared with his longtime friend.
Some say nothing gold can last forever. And to believe this, I need no proof. I've witnessed all that was pure in me and be changed by the evil men can do. The innocence possessed by children once lived inside my soul, but surviving years with criminal peers has turned my warm heart to cold.
3 years ago, Jada opened up about how the death of one of her closest friends still affects her. I've had a lot of loss, so many of my close friends gone. They didn't make it to 30. They didn't make it past 25. A lot of people talk about my relationship with Pac and figure that out. That was a huge loss in my life. And just last year, her husband Will Smith talked about his insecurities regarding Jada's friendship with Tupac. That was a huge regret of mine. I couldn't handle it. I was a soft rapper from Philly, and he was Pac, Will said at the time. I was deeply, deeply insecure, and I wasn't man enough to handle that relationship.
How are you in a relationship like that? How are you in a relationship like that? Knowing that the woman you're with, she's not feeling you. You see, a lot of guys do this, they chase that woman. They chase that woman that they know they shouldn't have, right? I've done it. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, I'm just being in judgment of people. I've done it in the past. That girl that you chase that doesn't really like you that way, you're in for a world of hurt, man, because, like a lot of guys they like talking about, oh yeah, I wore her down. Yeah, you may have worn her down, but the minute she start realizing that, wait a minute, man, I'm not really into this guy, you're through, so it's one of those things, man, you just have to learn. And I'm thinking a guy like Will Smith growing up in the hood, would know stuff like that. And I say, just let it go, man, just let it go.
Tupac was one of those people I expected to be here. My upset is more anger because I feel like he left me. And I know that's not true, and it's a very selfish way to think about it. I really did believe he'd be here for the long run, and when I think about it, I still get really mad. Jada and Tupac were born 3 months apart, and he would have turned 50 on June 16th.
God rest this man's soul, but boy, I'm telling you, man, this man should have been the one that was married to Jada Pinkett, man, And yesterday when I was saying this display here, talking about someone.
It was beyond friendship for us, as far as just, it was really difficult to explain because the type of relationship we had, you only get that once in a lifetime. So,
kidding me? And she's right here married to this guy, grieving like this. Her heart is bleeding for this guy. I'm like, how do you live with yourself? I don't know, man, I did get one thing right, at least. Maybe nobody agrees with me what I'm saying right now, but I was telling everybody, man, that like this picture here, man, this picture here reminds me of someone, and you'll never believe, and I tell you guys and you don't believe me, man. Who is that? Who the hell is this? I told you, it's Gossamer from Bugs Bunny, man. I don't make mistakes. And on top of it, I said, if Tupac was still alive, I did say that in the last video. I said if he was to come back today, okay, if he was to come back today, him, Jada Pinkett, Willow Smith, and the mother, and everybody would gone over to Tupac's house and leave Will Smith by himself. Trust me, man, I know what I'm talking about. Because when I saw this, I remember something was out like this, but then when I saw this, I was like, Are you kidding me? But then again, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What in the hell is going on here? Are you telling me? Where is it? Hmm. I see a resemblance, you know. I see a resemblance. I see a resemblance. I see a resemblance. I can't believe it. I see a resemblance. I'm telling you, man. Runs in the family. Here it is. If you think I was lying, this is a letter from Willow Smith, man. Dear Tupac, I know you're alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? And can you come back so my mommy and me can be happy? My mommy and me can be happy? What? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is the shit that this woman lets fly out of her household. Humiliating this fucking man in public, where he has to feel like any little thing anybody says out there, he has to kick the shit out. And this is indicative of a lot of relationships, you know, where, you know, a lot of women, you know, this is how they actually, you know, get their men to get into battles for them. You know, aren't you going to defend me? You know, and then the guy goes and kicks the shit out of somebody. And then next thing you know, the cops come for him and he's in handcuffs, you know, and he's being hauled off to jail because of this. This.
He was like a brother, father figure to me. Very protective, and we took really good care of each other. We took really good care of each other, the best that we could. But we gave each other a lot.
I'm sure you did.